dream is real.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's about to go down. Newsflash.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Slacking on your pimpin', turn it up.
You know, if you're gonna shoot, you better shoot straight because a wounded animal is the worst thing you can deal with.
Facts.
Welcome to the Baller Alert Show, featuring your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, with Sue Solo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real. I don't know if that was on time because Octavia turned the music down too quick. It's your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns.
It's the kid Ferrari Simmons.
Your favorite Ethiopian is back, Sue Solo.
Wait, what happened to the title?
Not that, I'm just going to rotate.
Oh, you going to
Brunch,
rotate?
your favorite Ethiopian, I'm going to rotate.
Okay. Well, I love your favorite Ethiopian.
Thank you.
That's the one.
So I missed it. I missed it for a little bit.
Because
so
it matches.
Come back. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, I'm bringing gifts. I got gifts for you.
Yeah. Ooh,
I got gifts for
you.
I got gifts for you. I got gifts for you.
Everybody
I got gifts for you.
Thank
got
you.
the new BRNS packages popping. Love y'all.
Love you.
This is the month of giving back to it's Christmas month. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or not, but I'm coming every week until Christmas with a thank you for my baby. Y'all, my baby. I love y'all. Okay, great. How was your weekend, y'all?
This was mine. I'm glad this was
My weekend was
Dream
lit.
is real.
Turn up. I seen Sue in the nightlife. I always see Sue out and about.
Yeah, you killed it.
Oh yeah, you came to a club with me Friday. It was lit.
Unexpected.
I was
I
DJing.
popped up at Red Martini. He was there, and it was like actually really.
It was
poppin'.
actually lit.
Like it was like for real kind of popping.
Red Martini's popping on Friday?
Yeah.
It was popping.
Somebody actually called me
It was a
and
good vibe.
asked me what was popping in the city on Fridays, and I didn't really want to give suggestions. I ain't been out
Red
in
Martini.
Atlanta, so I
Red
didn't know.
Martini be lit.
It was
Okay.
actually a good
It was
vibe.
at capacity.
Verse was in
was
there
there.
on
Jay
the
Young,
mic.
happy
Like he had
birthday.
a song with Jay Young that he performed. That was actually
shout out to
really
Verse Simmons.
dope.
I
had
love
a good-
Verse
I had a good
Simmons.
time.
One of the dopest writers out.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
dope.
Jay Young. Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. BT's mic kept fucking up, but Ferrari was like
I had
stepping
his
in.
back.
It was cool. It was
had his
really
back.
cool to see.
I
him
hate
doing
when the
his
mics
thing.
mess up. Why can't people just have sound right? It's just part of the
It
equation,
just happens
Facts.
sometimes.
right?
Yeah.
But I did my thing.
We know you
You
did
did.
your
You
thing, boy. That
absolutely did.
DJing thing is
Fee
your
going up New Year's
calling.
Eve, by the way. Go ahead.
What'd you say? Hold on. What'd you
Oh,
say?
the fee's going up after New
Yes.
Year's
To
Eve.
what? Just go ahead and put the number out there.
No,
Where you
we
want to
don't know
start
yet. I
at?
got to talk to Sensei first.
Well, they got to pay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, Rari ain't doing nothing under $1,500. If you're not paying $1,500, and that's locally, that ain't out of town. If you're not paying $1,500, you're gonna pay eventually. Trust me. And when he come back, I might add another $1,000 on it for my
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna start
consultation.
going on the road. I'm starting to prepare myself to go on the road.
No, you out. We out. We are out.
I know you got the
promise
Nice
you
and
that.
Burn show, but
Yeah.
just in case
They need a
Nice
DJ.
can't make it,
Yeah.
The
I gotta step in. You did.
Come
what I'm
on.
saying.
Let's go.
Rari can step in. Got it.
No, for real. So you need that look. You deserve that, man. $1,500.
Sure.
Rari's new fee. What's up,
That's
Sue
a dope
Solo?
number. This was the first official weekend of Caesar coming on board to the brunch.
Caesar, you at the brunch now?
Yes, he's
Oh,
over at the
this
brunch
man
with
got
me.
him back.
Hey,
a
put
trick.
Caesar's twin
So
on
you
the
know-
screen again.
Hey,
Put
bro.
Caesar's twin back on the screen.
Hey, your mama and daddy got some splaining to do, man. That is your brother.
That's funny. So
Your
yeah,
mom
he,
or dad or what? My bad. Go
well,
ahead.
who's man? No, they are twins. They are twins. Make sure you invite them over, man. That's
Hey, bro, y'all looking like
dog.
that. That's real.
brunch.
That's real talk.
So yeah, we're over at Atlantis every Saturday now. We're just having fun, man. It's been great. The second
Okay.
weekend was amazing.
I got an announcement. I'm hosting Atlantis this weekend.
Oh, shit.
Make the flyers today.
Okay.
Make the flyers today. I'm hosting
Caesar, you on
Atlantis this
The
weekend.
chicken and waffles is
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
I'm there.
good.
I'm there, y'all. I'm hosting this Saturday.
I don't like how they put the
Are you
waffle
DJing?
on top of the chicken, but
No, not this Saturday. He's not.
I'm gonna
Why
tell
you
them
ain't
to put the
DJing this
waffle
I
Saturday?
mean,
and the
I
chicken next to each other.
can make that happen.
Yeah, Rari.
This weekend I'm in the
If you're
Damn, cuz.
Yeah.
listen,
DJing?
listen,
Is it
I'm
DJ
let's
good?
doing another date.
I'm still
right
doing
because
it.
you're But
What's the date?
let's figure out a baller alert takeover situation. Like
No, this
for real.
weekend.
No, he's. But
I'm
not
on
gonna be
nigga.
there.
My schedule's the one.
All right, we'll do
all
Kenny
right,
Burns.
all right, let's do it. I'll
No,
take
you
it.
got. Why you gotta go to Augusta? You got in the bag?
Yeah, get in the bag. Yeah. They already paid.
All right, let's do a ball alert takeover this weekend too.
Okay,
let's do
let's
it.
do it.
Caesar,
All right,
get
so
the
we doing
videos
two.
together, get everything together, and then when you come back, we'll do another version. You happy?
I'm turned.
I'm
Do an Uncle
in the
Nearest.
giving
You do
mood.
an
I'm in the
Uncle
Yes,
giving
come
mood.
on. I love this month. I
You do a
love the month of
Martell,
December.
Uncle Nearest, and Avion.
Oh, I'm with it. I'll
They
be
gotta have
on.
Uncle Nearest
So we
in the
need
building when I
Talashi
walk in.
Kareem.
Tell them.
Say that again.
Tell the Atlantis people to get Uncle Nearest in the building before I
we
show
need
up.
Uncle Nearest at Atlantis. Okay, I'm trying to make this thing take off.
Hello?
Please get Uncle Nearest.
They
at
waitresses in Atlantis is dope. They actually
dope.
They
dance
are
to the
very
music. And
engaging.
they kind of like they're engaged
I'm
with the
hosting.
customers.
I will be
I
at
love
Atlantis. I promise.
I'm very happy to work
Lit.
with them. Very happy.
KB,
Okay.
what's
So
going
with
on
you,
this
Kenny
weekend
Burns,
though?
besides
Yeah,
giving
I
us
was
all these
getting
gifts.
yachts and things in Miami. You know.
Kenny
saw
Burns
that.
Jr. is balling.
Yeah, they balling.
Y'all went to the
Crowd
baby
balling.
concert last week.
Yeah, took the whole team. The whole
Wheeler, what up, Wheeler?
Wildcats. Yeah,
Number
took
3 in
them-
the state or number 5?
Number 3.
Number 3 in the state
Number
of
3 in the
Georgia.
state.
Wheeler.
Yes. So took them to see Lil Baby. I'm talking about
Kenny
each
Burns
one
Jr.
of
is
them.
number 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he number 11.
Is anybody
And,
else confusing like Lil Baby with my Lil Baby? My Lil Baby. Like every time I hear Lil Baby, now I think of that song.
Not at all.
I do it all the
Yeah,
time.
great. So they had a great time of their lives.
No.
Then I took the missus to the Baller Foundation. Big shout out to the
saw
Baller
that.
Which
Foundation
looks
in
so
Miami.
amazing.
Yes, Trina. Big shout to Trina. Put her on the screen. She is a legend. I love you, Trina. You are a rock star.
Good
for
energy,
real.
too, when I-
Oh
time I
man,
see
the
her.
best. Don't cross her though. Don't cross
Yeah,
her.
she
though.
from Miami.
Yeah, she not. She
She's
about
really
that
from
life. So
Miami.
big shout,
For real.
sis.
She's for
But it was a
real
good
from
time. Then we got a boat. Jessica needed a break. So the
Doing
good
flips and
folks at My Blue did about 3 yachts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We
Y'all
had a
see, I
bunch
was
of
seeing
jet
people on the
skis.
yacht. I saw you. That's kind of gangster.
It was a.
What's up, bro?
They linked
Yeah.
up. It was a link up.
Yeah, we had
on
a
the water.
whole soundtrack of life, man. It was a beautiful experience. I suggest that you get in your bag sometimes and spin that bag. You know what I'm talking about? The dream could be real. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for In Case You Missed It. In case you missed it, y'all, I want to give a big shout out to Meek Mill. Meek Mill came out with an album that is fucking awesome. Championships is available everywhere now, every platform. In particular, y'all, here's a song with the God MC, Jay-Z. Can you please play Jay-Z's verse? I need that.
In the land of the free where the blacks enslaved, 3/5 of a man, I believe's the phrase. I'm 50% of Duce and it's debt free, yeah. 100% of Ace of Spade, worth half a beat. Rock Nation, half of that, that's my piece. 100% of title to bust it up with my G's. Smokes my niggas won't ever work together. You run a checker, but they never give you leverage. No red hat, don't Michael and Prince me and yay. They separate you when you got Michael and Prince's DNA. I ain't one of these house niggas you bought. My house like a resort. My house bigger than yours. My spot. Come on, man. My route better, of course. We started without food in our mouth. They gave us pork and pig intestines. Shit you discarded that we ingested. We made the project a wave. You came back, reinvested and gentrified it. Took niggas sense of pride. Now how that's free? And them people stole a soul and hit niggas with 360s. I ain't got a billion streams, got $1 billion. Inflating numbers like we po be happy about this. We was praising Billboard, but we were young. Now I look at Billboard like it's you dumb. To this day, grandma afraid what I might say. They gonna have to kill me, grandmama, I'm not their slave. Check out the bazaar.
You got some gems on there.
Praise the Lord. Did you hear what Hov had to say? I might venture to say that's one of Jay-Z's most important verses in
the culture.
history. I'm saying important. You might argue the best, but I'm saying important. What he said was factual. And Meek Mill, back to Meek. Meek Mill is now speaking on behalf of justice reform, y'all.
For sure.
He is really taking his platform serious, and I hit him this weekend. You know, I always hit all my youngins with the, you know what I mean? Listen, you're important. You matter. Right now is your legacy building, and he hit me back. Thanks, big bro. Whatever. And my thing is this, y'all. He was on CNN, and he was talking to the dude, and the dude was really cool in the interview. You know, sometimes they can be a little ornery, but you sold drugs, but you did this. Meek Mill eloquently said, well, guess what? If you lived on a block where you saw somebody get murdered 7 days a week, would you carry a gun?
He
I
said,
was like
yeah.
this.
And the dude said,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, you better ask the serious questions, Meek Mill. And the dude was like, probably. He's like, okay. And if you grew up and you knew that the system was built against you and, you know, you basically, this is what I got locked up for, the big charge while I'm still on probation. He said, I had a gun. I mean, I'm sorry. He said, they said I had a gun
Pointed
against
at
a
them.
task force. 5-member task force. I had a gun pointed at the task force and they didn't kill me. Do you think that I could have a gun and point it at, with all the videos and things you're seeing now with blacks getting killed for less, If I had a gun pointed, no shots fired, that I pointed a gun at,
And in the report, they said that he pointed the gun.
Right. So my point is, the way that he is speaking, the way that he is turning it back on the system, God bless you, Meek Mill.
Amen.
Go on, get what you came for,
Get it
man.
in.
This is your legacy. You make fire music, got one of the best anthems in the world. By the way, the new anthem is that intro off of Championships. Have you played in the club
Intro was
yet?
good. I haven't played it in the club.
Please
I've been
let me
playing
know.
It's
that
time.
Drake and Meek intro. I mean, Drake and Meek, that new song.
Please let me know, Rory. I got a feeling that might be like, you know what I'm saying? Because that
sounds
joint
good.
is, I mean, the you can feel it, that beat underneath.
Yeah.
That thing
That's
gets
that
you in
paid
the
in full.
mindset.
It's that paid in full when they on the block.
He
with
set the tone with that
the big
one. Like he
coats on.
wanted you to know this is about to be real. Like
Yeah.
I'm about to give you some real shit, and I think that intro was fire.
Classic album Championships
Fire.
available on
The
all
track with
platforms
Cardi
right now.
is lit.
Speaking of
Travis
fire
Scott.
and lit, Tiny Hair was on fire. Did you see T.I. face? Put it on the screen.
Put the video
T.I.
on the damn screen.
He not only looked at it like, oh, she's on fire. He was like, somebody, like his facial expression, dog.
Somebody
Hey,
get this
Tip.
shit. Somebody get this shit.
Hey, that's
What killed me
exactly
about it is that
Right.
he like went back and like stepped over the fire as if he was gonna whoop the fire's ass or something.
Hey, no,
like,
he cringed at first, like, what the hell?
Right,
Oh,
at
she's on
first, for
fire.
sure,
And
he
then
definitely cringed.
Hey, bro.
It looked like it was a fire.
I mean,
then he realized that it was
reached,
his wife's hair on
cringed,
fire. Then he was like, oh, it's a fire
Security
next to
bumped
my
him.
wife? Oh, shit.
What you
my wife
said.
is on fire.
Shit was a lot.
Hey, bro.
That shit was a lot.
But hold on, this shit went
I'm
on
so
about
glad
her
it didn't
business.
get worse though, because it could have like.
Oh, no, yeah, that whole joint coulda
It
caught
could have
on.
blown a bit.
What's in the whole joint?
If she had extensions, that shit could have been real bad.
The whole joint is the whole.
And then she went on and took pictures like it won't nothing happen.
but you
like
gotta keep 'em
like
moving.
the hairs on burnt smell wasn't in the air still. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. That's
it still looked good. It definitely had. I'm sure it had the burnt smell.
And speaking of on fire, your man Travis Scott on fire. Your man Travis,
I don't think
literally.
that's an accurate picture.
Ferrari
No, I'm not
thinks
talking about that. I'm talking about the number one single.
Okay.
He got the number one single on the Hot 100. I'm talking about on fire like that.
Okay.
I'm talking about he got the number one album. I mean, the tour is amazing. He got the ringer circle thing that he be riding.
You know what?
It's looking
If that
crazy.
picture is real, maybe he was whispering. In
What
the
picture, Rory? I ain't even get to you. What
It's
picture?
It's a
Tell
picture
us.
about
Share
Travis
with the
Scott
ball
floating
nation.
around. I don't think it's him, but if it is him, maybe he's just telling the young lady, "Hey, look, you don't got too much clothes on. You need to move to the right room."
Oh, that's what he was telling in the picture?
Yeah, man. I don't think he. You know what I'm saying? Like
He
oh,
don't
yo,
want to
you finna come
fuck up
through
that
later?
Kylie bag.
Nah, man.
In your right
He just-
mind,
hey, it's
Travis.
like this, like, hey, but you know you got too many clothes on. You know you
got too many clothes on?
Hey, man, like
You got too many
I mean,
clothes
you don't
on?
have
Yeah,
enough
you fucked
clothes
it up.
on.
You fucking it up
Turn
for him
around.
even more, Robert.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be.
You
a
see how
whole
crazy
scene.
it is how when he was lying, he was able to say it, but then when he actually got like in the zone, acting like he was in the moment, the truth came out and he said, "You got too
You
much
talking about
clothes
Rory,
on."
not Travis?
Rory,
Okay.
for sure. No, I
wouldn't put myself
definitely
in that
think the
situation.
person in the photo is him. I just don't know if it's a real photo. Like I don't know if it's a Photoshop photo.
But then people tried to make something of Ariana Grande congratulating him because she was number 2, he was number 1 on the Hot 100.
Yeah, they definitely try to make a thing of that.
She was just congratulating, like,
Social
great
media
job.
sucks, yo.
Which
First of all-
she did a long time ago as well. Like she had already congratulated him.
Like, where would that
so it
picture
wasn't
even
weird.
be posted at if it wasn't for social media?
Let me tell you this. He's not trying to mess up that bag with Kylie.
I definitely don't think he is.
He is.
But
If
he
he
is
is.
the bag too, though.
No, he's not that type of bag. I'm sorry.
he's up
Put
there.
the
Different.
guns
Kylie
down.
has generational money that
No,
has
Kylie got her
grown.
own $1 billion, her own
Of
without her
course.
family.
No.
The makeup game is what? What you mean no?
I think if it wasn't for her family, her experience, like I don't know if she would have this big of a brand.
I mean, clearly her mom was
Right.
a
So
gangster.
I'm saying,
I'm just saying she got her
success
own
is
bread.
generational.
You know, Travis
like,
Scott's at a 300 piece, though.
Nah, he ain't got no 300 million.
No, I'm talking
Hell
about he
no.
gets 300K a show.
Okay, that's fine, but she got $1 billion.
I don't think she got a billion, but she up there.
She's worth $1 billion.
worth $1 billion.
Not
I
a
think her
couple. Not a
attached-
couple
by
million.
herself, no.
I
Yeah,
think,
by
I think
herself. She got more money than
her
Kim.
cosmetics brand.
Everybody,
is huge.
calm down.
Kylie is
Her
worth $1
cosmetic
billion.
brand is huge.
Kylie is
Yeah.
worth more than everybody.
So Kylie's worth $1 billion. I gotta look that shit up.
Kylie is worth more than
Oh yeah,
everybody.
Travis Scott, don't fuck that up, big fella.
My love.
That is
Keep
a
that
Photoshop. That is a Photoshop picture. Yeah, Travis Scott, do not fuck that up.
Okay, something more important, y'all. Michelle Obama says that women need to do more than lean in. Quote, that shit doesn't work
I love
all the
Michelle.
time.
She says nothing wrong.
I'm going to dig into that a little bit more because
Me
it's
too.
important that y'all know why she said it and how she said it. I just love the fact that the first lady cursed in public.
She black. She been cursing.
No, but she
Cursing
not
in public.
In public. She definitely been cursing, but she's cursing in public.
too. It just got said in public.
Let me read this, y'all. Forever First Lady Michelle Obama tells women to do more than lean in a new interview. As Obama continues to tour on her new best-selling book, Becoming, she drops some gems for women who are juggling several tasks and explain that it is possible to have it all. In short, Obama said it because that shit doesn't work all the time, which is very true, and we're going to talk about that. Marriage still ain't equal, y'all. Obama said to an audience in Brooklyn on Saturday, it ain't equal. I tell women that you can have it all. Nope. Not all at the same time. That's a lie. It's not always enough to lean in because that shit doesn't work sometimes. What you think she's saying?
I think she's saying what I'm taking from it is you got to give more. Like there's more to it than the surface level. Like sometimes women have to be the ones to kind of grab the bull by the horns and get in there.
You don't think she's saying that? Well, if I read it correctly, I think she's saying that sometimes you gotta lean in, like make your presence felt. Like is that more
yeah? Because I think sometimes some women may think it's enough to just be there,
right?
But sometimes you gotta like actually get involved and exactly, like grab the bull by the horns and like really get in.
So
there.
what you said? Yeah. I just love that she said that shit.
I love that she said it. She's like,
you know what that whole thing she said means? Obama wouldn't be Obama if it weren't for her.
Facts, but he wouldn't. It takes a strong
I know for a
woman.
fact Michelle was behind Obama like, baby, don't worry about that shit.
Yeah.
That shit don't matter.
fuck no motherfucker.
Fuck the nigga.
Jessica was reading the book on the plane on the way back from Miami, and she just kept stopping and say, oh my God, read this. Then she'd be like, what's this word? Look at I gotta get every meaning, every drip drop of this gem she's dropping. You know what I'm talking about? And I think that Michelle, though, man, like, it's a testament to the times too. You talking about a black woman, not a fair skinned black woman. I'm talking about a black woman, raised the way she was raised.
Get a perm,
first lady.
she gets a perm.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Did she say that?
She said what?
Did she say she gets perms?
I can tell. Look at her hair. What you mean?
Rory, that's a big statement. I don't have.
She don't get perms.
This is definitely clip worthy. Watch this shit get clipped the fuck up.
Michelle Obama don't get a perm? What?
No.
Man, she got some hair, okay? You got perm.
But what that mean, Rory? Don't dig yourself deeper, Rory. I don't know.
I'm just saying, she's a black woman. She's a beautiful black woman. Michelle Obama. You trying to say she don't get perms?
How you know she don't get a character treatment? She might get a character treatment.
Okay, whatever, bro.
He don't know the whole process, though. He just saying her hair be laid every time.
She be slaying.
We get it. She be slaying what?
I guess only a perm can do
Side
that.
note, Travis Scott.
Guess only a perm can do that.
Side note, don't worry about that. Hey, Kylie's worth $900 million.
We going back to Travis Scott.
See, I told Rory, like, she worth what?
because his girlfriend is white and Armenian, don't need perm.
Hey,
so we gonna go back to that.
No. Get into race.
She worth $900 million, Travis Scott. Okay, don't fuck.
Okay, y'all. Lastly,
guy.
Jesus, let me bring it on home. My father is. They're doing Universal Pictures is doing a musical based on Prince's music. Baller Nation, if you are not above the age of 25, I need you to go watch Purple Rain immediately, and then listen to the album, and then watch it again, then listen to the album. I promise you, it'll give you a whole new perspective on life. So big shout out to Universal.
Do you think that type of music is gonna ever make its way back? Prince, the way Prince, Michael Jackson.
Well, I think it's evolution. I think the music, the meaningful.
That's ever gonna come back?
I think meaningful music is on its way back. Yes, because all they were doing was telling stories and having meaningful conversations through music, and I think that's what's missing in music. It has to come back.
I think maybe the sound and the style, if that's what you're talking about, is going to continue to influence. I don't know if it's going to come back like that. You know.
And I don't think there's going to be, because of social media and the availability to see so many different types of people every day, all day, I don't think you're ever going to get another Prince, because Prince came out wearing a jacket and some drawers. You know what I'm talking about? And he was like, this is me, and I make great music. Oh, and I taught myself to play all these instruments. I don't think that Michael Jackson won't happen again, because it would have been Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? I think because of media.
Would have been?
I think if he would have came out when Michael Jackson came out with the idea. I mean, I was just watching something about Thriller 2 where he was like, he did the first 14-minute video. How many videos you see now that's 14 minutes, half an hour, whatever. I'm just saying, like, there's a whole. So I don't think those times were ever happening, but I think the meaningful music is making a comeback. Because we were actually just talking about that. Every song you hear today is like even Lil Baby, like big shout out to Lil Baby. Big album just came out, Street Gossip, amazing.
Happy birthday.
But like I'm giving him Jeezy, like because Jeezy's my era. I'm giving him that baton. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to hear more stories outside of just because I think that he starts with it, but then he comes back in the drugs and the girls and the diamonds. All right, it's more street stories to tell. It's always a street story to tell. You know what I'm talking about? I think that's what Jeezy did great. So I think meaningful, content is coming back in music. And now it's time for Baller Mail.
It is time for Baller Mail.
Yes, come on with it.
Are you too old to remember life before social media? The days of long telephone cords and cordless phones, when you knew everyone's phone number by heart and call waiting was the best thing in the world. When you actually went outside to enjoy your life versus waiting hours scrolling to see pictures of people living for the gram. The invention of social media is one of the most amazing things that has happened in modern day history. But is it really helping or hurting us? People generally fall into a few categories when it comes to social media activity. Which one are you? Are you the person who literally starts their day online? Are you logged into your social media accounts before you even take a moment to express your gratitude for being alive for another day or wash your ass?
Damn. Who wrote this?
Are you the professional kind, online for the purpose of building a business, a brand, or gaining exposure to build a platform to display your gifts and talents? Maybe you're the type who feels invested in the lives of celebrities, ensuring that your favorite actor, artist, or influencer sees your comment and likes it or responds.
Great. Who wrote this?
Some of y'all take it a step further and act like being the first comment on a celeb's post is equivalent to getting a reward. Just so you know, it makes you look weird.
Yeah.
Then we have the trolls, like my ratchet cousin in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm put her ass on blast one day.
Man, we need to meet her, man. You keep talking about this ratchet motherfucker.
She was in town for Thanksgiving.
You see, you could have brought her by.
We should have interviewed her.
Back to what I was saying. Then we have the trolls, the ones who comment for the sole purpose of getting a reaction and raising people's blood pressure. Most trolls have very few followers themselves, no posts, no profile pic, and if they do, it's of an animal or a random Google image.
Wow. Damn, this is a good one. Who wrote
these? These are definitely a kind of people.
Peace Kiss.
Who need some deep-rooted insecurities. I got you. Hold on.
You want to get a shot?
Actually, I forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not in the screenshot.
It's not in the screenshot.
Right, I can see from right here it didn't fit.
I need to know.
The hell was I at?
Don't worry about it. That's a great point.
Most trolls have very few followers themselves. No post, no profile pic, and if they do, it's of an animal or some random Google image. These are definitely the kind of people who have some deep-rooted insecurities, anger, or could benefit from some real-life interaction. Because if you keep up some type of mess online with a bunch of strangers, I'm sure you need to get a life.
Facts, man. Like, what the fuck?
But
social media ruined?
Mankind has ruined mankind.
Reactions,
social media.
Social media is a tool, and there are some people that are not equipped to use it properly, and then those are the people that are fucking up and getting drowned out. But I think that for everybody in this room, I know that we're all building brands using social media. I don't think that any of us would die
if we didn't have it.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're not even on it for pure entertainment.
It's written by Shantia Renee.
Like imagine how much news we get, just for Baller Alert, for the podcast, like on social media. Like it's all right there for us. So I think mankind is fucking with mankind.
Let me ask you a question. How do y'all wake up every morning? What's the first and second thing you do? Truthfully. First and second thing you do. Truthfully.
So what I've been doing only for the last 12 days, my homeboy Blig put me onto this. It's a 10-minute meditation on YouTube. And it's only been 12 days. But
normally
prior to that, I'll sit for a little bit, grab my phone.
First thing.
Yeah, first thing.
First thing you do, right?
Y'all gonna laugh at me because I have to wear a retainer, so my retainer be bothering me in the morning. So I be getting up like, man, I gotta take this shit off. I brush my goddamn teeth.
So before you touch your phone,
I don't touch my phone for a while. I actually I had a praying grandmother. Like, I love you, Grams. I appreciate it. I had a praying grandmother. She never taught me to get attached to my gadgets.
Right.
All up until she passed away.
You didn't have them like that growing up.
I didn't have them growing up.
So that's different.
Yeah. I actually start getting my day after I brush my teeth and I acknowledge for myself for waking up. I know it sounds like, oh yeah, I'm like, whatever.
That's what it should be.
That's what I do. I do acknowledge myself for waking up because, man, I got some dead homies, man, and I know this shit crazy out here, man.
Yeah.
Like for me, the retainer part is an accurate statement. I gotta get up and brush my teeth because this should be. I take that shit out of my mouth, and then I just move around a little bit. Then I grab my phone. I actually grab my phone before I talk to anybody though.
Yeah, because you want to see what's going on.
I gotta see what's going on. I gotta see what text messages I missed because we got people that work at night.
100%.
So I'm getting texts all through the night.
And plus, you got different things to do that day, so you trying to see what. But I will say this: the first thing I do when I wake up is say thank you. I wake up, I do this, I go.
You do that now though, right?
I do that always.
Did you do that before? Always?
Before Wakanda?
Oh,
what are you saying?
Did you always do that?
I hug myself. That's me hugging myself. Oh yeah, I've
Younger,
always, because I've been popping before social media, so I've always woken up just thank you. And you know what I'm saying? Now, even in my house, like I get to thank you and I open my blinds and I say thank you again. Because every time I look out into my backyard, I see the words Love Land. And I always try to get in that space.
You got the rocks back there too.
You know what I'm saying? I get in that mental space because I just know as soon as I can. But then I do go straight to the phone, cut on the phone. I lay back down, man. I catch up. And I'm going to tell you, Sue said it perfectly though, because of our businesses, we have brands. And
I think we're the wrong people to ask to.
No, but I think we are the right people because I think what we do is what they should do as well. I just think that they should take a second to kind of just breathe.
Let me interrupt you by that saying this because my ratchet ass cousin,
she don't really the one in Florida.
The one in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She doesn't have nothing to do, y'all. Like,
yeah, but she should at least be thankful for waking up. That's all we saying.
That's why we are the right
I'm going to call her ass and ask her, what does she do when she wake up?
I want to know.
All I know is part of her day is going on Instagram and trying to get a reaction out of celebrities. That's her thing.
I get it. But my thing is that's a very lonely and sad life if the reactions are what you want to get. My thing with social media, there's a lot of great things about it. There's a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of people that are your peers, your age, doing great that you could learn from. There are a lot of great things about it. But when you come for that, it's just like you're. And I say this to my sister all the time. It's like, imagine you see this bullshit every day, and I'm not talking about just the there's more bullshit than good because that's what drives these things. So your brain, you're getting in that frame of mind subconsciously, even if you don't want to be. So I suggest people take time out to really prioritize. That's why I said yesterday, I don't know if y'all saw my free game. In the free game segment on my IG stories, I was just saying, like, how do you want your life? Right? Set your home up like that. Mm-hmm. If you could be in your space and have your home, like you wake up, the first image you see is, that's why I put Love Land in my, because I gotta live that way. I have to lead with love. That's who I can't never forget that, because if I forget that, that's the biggest piece of my superpower.
I got something.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think, and this is for everybody in the room, what do y'all think about the celebrities who have burner accounts? Because it's a lot of celebrities who have burner accounts because they can't particularly respond to a comment that's just
there's nothing
crazy.
Wrong with that. I mean,
like Kevin Durant has said he has burner accounts.
Well, I'm sure so they can be normal because if you see, like, you know how like people can see who follow, who commented,
the 76ers GM
or who
that got fired had burner accounts, talking shit about players on the team. Remember that one?
I think if it's used for stuff like that, then if it's used to troll, that's fucked up. But I think if it's used because, you know, a celebrity might want to comment on Rihanna's photo just because he thinks she's cute, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't want it to be they about to hook up situation.
So
like,
I think that's okay.
I don't think it's okay.
Yeah,
but
for
I think
troll,
if you're using
anything
it to
for
troll,
trolls
then no.
are like suspect.
Yeah.
Anything for I want to be normal and kind of like somebody's shit without somebody seeing my name underneath their thing because they follow me.
What y'all think?
You know, and end up on Baller Alert.
Yeah.
Octavia don't give 2 fucks. And now it's time for comment creeping.
Creep.
My little baby.
Creep. Playing from his full time. Creep.
Okay, look. Love and Hip Hop is like ridiculous. Did y'all watch it last
New York,
night?
right?
Yes.
You watched it though.
I can't
I
watch
did.
that
I actually watched this morning. I didn't watch it last night.
It gives me anxiety.
It's in New York now, though. I know that.
This is New York now, and they got a little bit of everyone on there.
Joel Santana
Gucci
going to
is still
jail.
kind of relevant on here.
Doing too much.
I saw a commercial. Joe Budden is proposing to Shawty.
Yeah, I
Joe
thought he
Budden.
already did. No.
I thought. Well, we
Hey,
know.
man,
I don't
that
watch it.
they're-
Did it happen? I saw a commercial that he was proposing to Tahiri.
I don't know.
Tahiri.
No,
Kenny,
no.
that's like
That
5
was just a
years old.
flashback.
Okay, I just
That
saw
was
it on
just a
TV though.
flashback.
Oh, okay.
No,
Gotcha,
that was
gotcha.
just a flashback
That's
that they
fine.
showed
I told
on
you
there.
I don't watch the shit.
I got you. But Alexis Sky, Fetty Wap, Solo Lucci, they've been like in this triangle about like who is the baby's father.
Oh, it's a Solo Lucci spoke might be?
Solo Lucci is the one saying that he may be the father, and he's like, I don't want to, act like I'm not, or there's not a possibility that I'm, not the father. If
Alexis
there
Sky
is.
be doing it with some handsome mother.
Woo, they be handsome,
Alexis?
all right.
what
So
type
Alexis
of what?
Sky claims that her and Solo Lucci did not fuck around for months before she got pregnant. So she's like positive that he's not the father. Fetty Wap, doesn't really spend much time with the daughter, doesn't really acknowledge her very much, which was an issue for her because she actually just got signed to the same
Wow.
label. It's like a lot of drama going on
It's a
around
lot
it.
of
So
raw entry.
Solo Lucci goes on Instagram and he posts like
And leaving it in.
a lot of fucking videos. We'll post some of these now. But he was just like, hey, I just don't want to look like a dumbass nigga if I do end up being the father. However, this is the problem. Alexis Sky claims that she asked him to take a DNA test, paternity test, and he hasn't done it. And he only wants to do it if it'll be a scene on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, is this for the show or is this real? I need to
So
know.
she's saying it's
Paco.
for clout. Like, okay, so she responds to his videos, and it was really long. You can DM me if you want this whole damn thing, but I'll just say some of the things she said. Solo Lucci, Solo Lucci. I've asked him to come take this fucking DNA test multiple times to put this rumor to rest, but of course, the only way he's willing to do so is if it's a scene for Love and Hip Hop. Again, clout chasing. This is all she keeps saying. He's trying to clout chase. Now, for people saying that Alexis Sky's daughter looks more like Solo Lucci, she's claiming it's
That's not a
because of
good
her
thing.
daughter's. Well,
Solo Lucci and
some
Fetty
people
Wap
are saying it's like
Put Solo Lucci
some
and Fetty
people
Wap
in the
on
comments
Yeah,
are
put
saying
those mugs on the screen.
because of her baby's
niggas looking
condition. The shape
Except
of
for
her
the hair
head swells. She has a condition that causes her, to have brain bleeds, which
Wait, who?
causes Alexis Sky's daughter.
What?
Yeah, she has a
Oh,
she has something
man.
called hydrocephalus, and it causes her brain to bleed, which causes her head to swell.
Lord.
So she's saying that I guess that condition is why some people are saying, she doesn't look like Fetty Wap. She looks more like Solo Lucci, which I don't know is like shade or whatever the case is, but it's a lot going on.
Right.
I hope you guys find out who the daddy is. And it's not, let me just say, it's not very often that niggas are fighting to prove that they may be the father. Like most niggas just be like, hey, if she don't want me to be the dad, cool, I'm not the dad. So I guess, there's a little bit of positivity we could take from that, but they do need to take the damn paternity test.
Right.
It needs to happen.
And they gonna take it on
Somebody's
the show.
the pappy. I think it's gonna end up happening on the show,
That
which is
Fetty Wap
unfortunate.
baby, man.
You think that's Fetty Wap's baby?
Well, it was for 2-3 seasons.
I think
How
she
the-
knows what she did with her vagina, according to her response. She said she knows what she's been doing with her pussy, and she knows that Solo
Hey,
Lucci is not the
yo.
father. That's what she said.
We need some cleansing after that, KB.
They need some holy water. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I'm glad you kind of mentioned that because she mentioned on the show, having
do
to
for money
take her
these
daughter,
days.
to the hospital and all that, and her daughter being on Medicaid, and it's really difficult. I grew up on Medicaid. I grew up on Section 8. It's difficult for me to hear that from someone like an Alexis Sky. You know what I mean? Like that their child is on Medicaid. It's a little bit.
No, listen, I mean, the baby don't deserve none of the bullshit, the test, none of it.
It's a
She
little
got
difficult.
a brain thingy. They need to make sure the baby whole. And you were, I can't. And now it's time for Confucius Said. Lord, let the ratchet stop. Profit for pay. Pay for profit?
Either or.
Let's do it again. And now it's time for Confucius Says. Baller Nation, I had the pleasure to post something, and it said, life is a vibe you create. Don't let that go over your head, party people, like the young genius Casanova 2 times would say. Life is a vibe you create. Do you understand that your energy sets it off? Not anyone else. It's not what they do and don't do for you and what they said they was going to do and all the disappointing, frustrating things people going to do to you. It's you. No one else is in control of your vibe but you. You have to understand that life is a vibe that you create. Listen to me. Set your home up the way you want to wake up and feel every day. What you want to come home to every day. Set your friends up the way you need them to be. You can't be around friends that don't inspire you, don't want you to be great and expect to be great. You can't be around friends that never want to lead a neighborhood and expect to go places in life. Life is a vibe you create. And if you ain't been doing it, start today. It's never too late to be great. The dream is real, y'all. It's your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, Sue Solo, Ferrari Simmons. I said cinnamons.
Hey,
Jesus
listen,
Christ, it's time to go. I love
the holiday
y'all.
season.
Hey,
Rory.
put the camera on my face.
Rios.
Travis Scott, bruh.
Chris
Please,
Clark,
man.
a.k.a.
She
Caesar
worth
Clark.
900 M's, big
Octavia Burns, I love you.
fella. All right.
He know that already. That's
You
why
tried
he
to act
to
like I ain't know what I was talking about. I told
My
her she's
bad.
a Billy.
You know it.
Yeah, my bad, y'all.
Peace.
The dream is real.